We are live. Hey, everybody. Thank you for checking out this live stream early morning on a Sunday. What I will say, I should probably say my usual thing. Welcome to the Turnout. I am your host, Aloy. Don't forget to check out usaaudiences.com for special event and movie screening invites. So, I'm a little late on starting to watch the Mandalorian, so I decided to go ahead and start watching the episodes last night. I know they're only up to episode 3, and I got through 2 episodes last night. Episode 1, which was, actually pretty good, and then episode 2, which was, questionable. So I immediately was like, "Man, I am gonna talk about that," because I don't know if I liked specifically the ramifications of what ended up happening in that episode, only to find out that I am not the only one. Lots of people have been talking about this episode from The Mandalorian season 2. And just to kind of give you a brief overview without giving away too many spoilers, The Mandalorian is hired by a frog type alien, and it's such a weird thing in the Star Wars universe because they keep calling her a frog lady, but like she shouldn't be a frog lady. She should be whatever her species is because frogs don't even technically exist. And even when they do, they're like alien weird frogs that look weird. So like they're not frogs like in the English language that we would call them frogs. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird like fourth wall breaking thing for me. But he is hired so that he can get information about the Mandalorians. She hires him to bring her across galaxy, but not you can't do the faster than light speed travel. You have to go the slow route, and it's because she has her eggs, which are the remainder of her family line. She has these eggs, and she's really wants to protect them, and his job is to get her there and her eggs there so that they can be fertilized and so that they can continue her family line. Here's where the issue becomes a thing. In the show, we already know that Baby Yoda, everybody loves Baby Yoda. Everybody loved Baby Yoda. A lot of people don't like him now. But but a lot of people love Baby Yoda because it's funny to see him just try to go and eat things, and it's very baby, right? It's not even like a Baby Yoda thing, like, babies put things in their mouths to see if they can eat them, so that's what he does. So he actually ends up eating some of her eggs, not on just one occasion, and then he's told no. He tries it again and doesn't, and it doesn't work. And then he does it again, and he actually is eat. So he keeps eating these babies, and that's when a lot of the fan reaction has been, we need to cancel, Baby Yoda because he's committing genocide. So, so that seems very reactionary. Let's take a step back. First off, it's not genocide because you're not killing an entire species. These are the eggs for her family line, not the entire species of frog people as a whole. Her family line. So it's obviously not genocide. So there you go. I mean, that solves that issue right there. But the creators of The Mandalorian even responded with their own tweet, and it said, "We made sure to let everybody know that the eggs were unfertilized. There is no sentient life inside of them, so Baby Yoda is not like devouring babies. These are unfertilized. Even if they're all fertilized, doesn't mean they're all going to turn into babies. So like on like the scale there, it's like, okay, cool. Well, he's not actually eating a bunch of babies, so I guess that's okay. So, I mean, I guess. However, it seems like a jelly bean jar type situation where it looks like there's the same amount of eggs in there, regardless of how many he ate or attempted to eat. So it like you couldn't just look at it and know. And apparently the frog lady did not have like, you know, an empathic connection with each egg to be able to tell and, you know, all that stuff. So there's all that aside, right? So people are like, "Oh my god, he's eating babies," which he's done on a few occasions. He's eaten baby like rodents and baby frogs, which again shouldn't be frogs, but anyway, but baby frogs. He's eaten these eggs, and then in the same episode, he ate little spider, you know, babies and stuff too. So he eats little baby things. No one cares that he ate a little spider baby, by the way. Only these frog ladies. And there's honestly a reason for that. There's a reason why nobody cares about the other things that he's eaten, because there's a point in the show, because the whole thing is that it's almost like they were treating her kind of like immigration and whatnot. So Mandalorian doesn't speak the frog language, so she's like, and he's like, I don't understand your language. I'll try and get you there, lady. It's fine. But there's a certain point when she hooks up of a vocoder to a droid, the remainder of the droid from season one that he still keeps on his ship, that's interesting. I like that little twist that he keeps it kind of almost like a keepsake. Um, but she connects her vocoder to him and it translates for her. And she says, "Look, these eggs are way too important. It's going to mean the end of my entire family line. You gave me your word that you would make sure that me and my eggs got to my planet so I could see my husband. You can get your information and we can all move on with our lives." And like that moment in the show makes us empathize even more with her. I was already empathic to the frog lady, but it made us empathize with her even more. It makes the importance of these eggs even greater. And for me, I was immediately like aghast. I was as soon as I saw Baby Yoda eating the frog eggs, he ate one, and I was like, "Oh my god, he's eating the eggs!" I thought originally that he was looking at the tank, and he's like, "I am a baby. These are babies, and this is gonna be oh my god, these are all little babies, and they're all little." No, and he was gonna eat them, and he ate. I would say he ate at least 4 or 5 of them before he got stopped. I think probably that would be my guess, just depending upon like how the scenes were cut and stuff. But the way that they handled it though was they treated it like it was supposed to be funny. And that is the issue. That's the thing that people aren't in that don't like it. They don't like that part, you know, like they're not eating like he's not eating children because they're not sentient, they're not babies, but he's eating potential children, I guess is the weird thing. So he's eating a bunch of these eggs, but each of those eggs is like life or death for this other character who they went out of their way to make us care about. So as a storyteller myself, I would say building up our empathic connection to the frog lady, which I don't even think she ever got a name. It was still Frog Lady, but building up our empathic connection to her only to then undercut that by making it a joke that we are eating her potential children. That's not funny. Like I didn't find it funny at all. And you could tell that the show was trying to make it a joke. You know, the Baby Yoda, oh my gosh. This is a little bit spoiler, so skip over this part of it. But he looks back at the lady, and the lady's like holding her tank of of eggs, and she's like, this is it's so important that I keep these safe. And then he turns back around and just goes and like eats one that he swiped earlier, and it's that sort of thing. It's like if we were not told that these eggs were super important, then maybe it would be funny. But it's just not funny. It's not funny. And that's the problem. Yeah. So Baby Yoda, what I woke up to was everybody going, Baby Yoda's canceled. And I'm like, okay, well, since cancel culture is not actually a thing, it's a thing that people like to make up, but it's not actually a thing. Like people say, oh my God, we need to cancel this. But no, nothing ever gets canceled. unless it's like, criminal. If it's criminal, then they get canceled. But this is just a fictional character eating fictional babies. There's technically nothing wrong with this character. Uh, Baby Yoda is very much a baby, wants to put everything in its mouth to make sure that it can eat it or not. And that's the thing, right? Is like, even though we as the viewers understand the moral and ethical applications of Baby Yoda eating these eggs, he does not. So it's not as if we need to blame Baby Yoda. He's a baby. He don't know nothing. He is not following the conversation. He doesn't know language, right? So, and, everybody thinks like every time the Mandalorian talks to him, like he's not understanding what the Mandalorian says. He definitely doesn't understand what the frog lady's saying. He just sees some eggs and he's like, "Oh, thank you for bringing the eggs. I'm going to eat these." So I get it, right? So we can't blame him. What we can do is we can blame the writers for, I guess, pulling at our heartstrings only to try and make it funny that he is killing all of these potential babies, because it's not funny. And I actually think that the repercussions of that show themselves in the episode where, he eats the little spider baby and then all the spiders come back out, and like, oh man, okay, that's kind of crazy. And it was very, like, I loved that part of the episode. I'm not going to ruin that one. But but he didn't actually learn anything from that. He's just like, "Oh, well, I'm just going to eat the other egg then." So I wanted to come on and just kind of discuss it and give my thoughts on it, because to me, it I immediately, as soon as I watched the episode, I was like, I gotta think I need to make a video about that, because that wasn't cool. Like, I really did not find it that funny, and I was like, it unsettled me, and I would say, it didn't make me want to cancel or hate Baby Yoda, but it made me like the character less. That he didn't see this, woman with her potential children, protecting and keeping them safe, this whole time. And then, like, the oh god, children are the worst, is basically what I'm saying. This baby doesn't care, just doesn't care. It's like the honey badger. Anyway, I want to know what your guys' thoughts are on Baby Yoda, Eater of Worlds, and his and his eating the eggs. I mean, again, I don't think, I'm not going to cancel. I'm still going to watch the show. But what do you guys think about the writing on this episode? Because I feel like the writing is to fail, is to fault. That's who to blame, not necessarily the characters. You can't blame the characters; they're not even real. So, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I would really like to continue the discussion down there. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, I love you guys. Thanks for coming to the turnout. Oh, wait, I love you guys. I've been your host, Deloy. Thanks for coming to the turnout. I've forgotten my ending. Gosh, I need to come and do these more often. I've been your host, Aloy. This has been the turnout. Thanks for showing up.